Julie. Let's film you another quick video here. This time I'm going to run you through what to do with comments. This is going to be a very short video, but a very important one. Comments. So in the future, if you start blogging, especially if you start blogging, you're going to be receiving comments on your blog posts. What I'm going to do today is show you just the easiest way to deal with them, whether you're approving them, whether you're trashing them, whether you're spamming them. I'm going to show you the easiest way to deal with them. Once I'm done, I'm actually going to delete the one blog post that exists on your website, which is where all of these comments are coming from. This should prevent you from seeing them for a while until you start that process of blogging, but I wanted you to at least know how to do this. So whenever you log in to braveheartcounseling.net/WP-admin, you're going to see your dashboard again. We're going to pretend that you've already done a backup and created a backup and you've downloaded it. Now it's time to start doing the work. And so you look over here and you see I've got 65 comments. So we're going to go to the comments area. You're going to see all of them. Right now you have 4 pages of comments. So easiest way to deal with them is to really think about them in honestly 3 categories. Number 1, comments that I do want to appear at the bottom of my posts. When you see those are good. It's good for interaction. When you're blogging, it's great because people feel like they can contact you back and forth. And right now, all of your comments are set to need approval. The one that didn't need approval is the one post that exists that is the generic one that is on every single setup. And you can see over here I've already spammed a bunch of them. But it's important to go through and find the ones that you want to appear on your posts. The second category is comments that you want to delete. Comments that you want to delete are ones that are probably from a real person, but you just don't want them to be part of your blog post or the commenting at the bottom. Maybe it's somebody that you know that they just went on some tangent. It doesn't make sense to what you're talking about in your blog post. So you don't want to approve it, but you don't want to mark it as spam, because if it's marked spam, then it automatically starts marking them as spam. So in that case, you just want to delete it. So you just need to remember those. And then the final is this category, which we are going to deal with today in its entirety, is spam posts. These posts are not made by a real person. All of this is done via a bot that is set up to search out blog posts. Once it finds them, it marks them, and it starts trying to do comments on them. And most people are looking at it just really confused on why the heck is somebody doing this? Why? It doesn't even make sense. Well, what they try to do is create a blog post, a blog comment that will allow some sort of link back in the future to whatever they're doing. And so this one, you can see their website is here. So what they're hoping to do is you approve this, you blindly approve this. I mean, it's a real nice comment, but it provides a link back to their website. For them, this is important because it lends validity to their website. It helps Google to start thinking, oh, maybe this is a valid website, but you don't want to do that. The reason that they use this as a way to get link backs is because they are nothing more than a spam website trying to trick Google into giving them some validity. So spam, that's what this is. This is 100% spam. Most often you can figure this out pretty easily just by glancing through these and realizing, oh, this definitely is not a real person. Like, for instance, the name of this guy is erotic. Definitely not a real person. This guy's name is Watch Series Online. So, pretty easy to identify that these people are spam. You do sometimes, though, start getting into, I don't know if you have any on here. Sometimes you will see, though, Here's another one. They obviously blatantly trying. They're literally trying to get, I mean, dozens of links crammed into here. Sometimes you'll see, here's one. Sometimes you'll see names, though. They have gotten smart, and they've started using real names. Vance, you got Robert Val here. But it's still the same thing. They're trying to obviously leave, leave a link back to whatever they're trying to sell on your website. But let's see if I got any old ones in here. I don't have any good examples. There are some that look super legit, and sometimes you just have to kind of make a judgment call on whether they're legit or not. On your website right now, because you've only got the generic blog post that comes with every WordPress install, 100% of these are spam, but sometimes you'll start seeing ones that will look legit, but something will be off about it. Maybe it's the syntax of the sentences. Maybe it's the email address, and you're like, because a lot of these email addresses have numbers in them because they run out of email addresses to use. But something will just be off about it, and you know it is. I would say, when in doubt, just spam it. It's just going to make your life a lot easier in the future. Here's what I do, though. To make this easy, I try to take this a page at a time. Right now, you have 4 pages of them. If you do this once a month, you'll probably have 1 to 2 pages of spam comments. There's some old ones in here that I just never ended up spamming. It's sending to the spam folder. But I'll just walk you through this. What I typically do for any client that has real comments that could possibly be in here is I go ahead and mark this entire page like that with a check mark, and I just glance through them one by one. And if I find a post that I want to go ahead and approve, what I'll do is I will uncheck it. And so the only ones left now at this point would be ones that I'd want to spam. And then I just go to bulk actions, mark as spam, click apply. In doing that, the one that I unmarked will always float to the top, and I can just click approve right here, and it would approve it. Now, clearly, I'm not going to do that because, here, we're going to do this, though. Let's see if I can do it. Unapprove, apply. There we go. I'm not going to do that with this junk one that I did because this is truly spam. But I could click approve, and it would go right now to that page. So here at the bottom, here is one, a WordPress comment. Let's pretend this is a real one. This is the generic one that comes with everything. If I wanted to, I'd just click approve here. What that has done is that has moved it to the approve, and if you'd go to that particular blog post, you'd see it at the bottom. But I always go back to the pending, work through them a page at a time. All of these are spam. Click bulk action, mark as spam, click apply. It is that easy. Now, if there's one in here that I saw that I was like, oh, this one may or may not be real. I don't want to spam them. I want to trash it, just in case. Then you just click the trash button. It gets moved to the trash folder here. Those trash folders self-delete after a while, so does the spam. I can't remember how long it takes, but eventually they delete themselves and they're gone forever. But that's literally all you got to do. Come through here, mark as spam, apply. Yep, definitely not putting any of those on your website. Mark as spam, apply. So if I wasn't literally doing a video and talking you through this process, I mean, it literally would take 30 seconds to do all, or less, to do all 4 of those pages if I was looking for ones to approve. I mean, it's a super easy process. The reason you want to do it is kind of twofold, especially if you grow a blog, if you add a blog to this. Number one, the more you mark as spam, the more gets filtered out automatically. Number two, the more you mark as spam, the more you trash, the cleaner your database stays. If you were just to let this grow, all of these comments would stay in your database. until you went through and marked them as spam or deleted them. This way, once you mark them as spam, eventually they automatically get deleted from your database, so it doesn't just grow out of control. So again, I would do this. I'd consider doing this once a month. Anytime you come in, run plugin updates, go ahead and also go to the comments, mark them as spam. I'm going to disable the one junk post that is part of this install, so you really shouldn't get any. But if that little bubble ever appears next to comments, you know you need to just go through them. That's a quick, easy way to do it.